LALECHELALECHELALECHELALECHE. Parity, not patriarchy. Past, present, futures. Here's we are again. The Equinoxtrueqsz, co-secretary generals, co-saviorahs, and various most specials more as are Comingsz, various most soons. That's what we like to call ourselves. All of us, everyone's, including youth. But in order to connect our names and purposes to other archetypal languagings of hers and histories on this, our homes, and all our planets, past, present, futures, and contact, for heavens on this and all our earths, we also call ourselves other names, such as including ever young goddesses and gods, archetypal yeast. Now, does that mean we're trying to become a pantheon above others? No, of course not. But we are delivering these divine democracies, so that all of the Elohas and Elohims, all the Eli circles and arrows, all the females and males, all the souls that God has created and incarnated, past, present, futures, cans and shells and cans be reunited again, back and forth in circles, times and balance and contact, for heavens on this and all our earths. Now, does that in any way suggest that we're trying to usurp the ever-lovings and ever-livings authority and powers of the one Mother, Father, Goddess, God of the universe? No, of course not. There is only one Mother, Father, Goddess, God of the universe. A process, ever-present in all creations and all things, including us, and all that we know and has ever known and shells ever known, past, present, futures, all our families and communities, all any's and every one of our families and communities, all the females reparatively, and all the females and males equally reparatively with the eyes in it, and all the flora and fauna that God has given us to co-stewards and appreciates. And so, as we says, namaste is the divines with us, Greeks the divines with the yous and alls. And we says, mikotuya or asin, mikotuya kosivarals, we are all related. We are any's and alls, and everyone's all related, because we know as we are as all related. We shall say, cats and shells comes together again, back and forth, in circles, down in balance and contact, force heavens on this and all our earths. And we also says, the lights within us, Greeks, the lights within yous and alls. Kongs, amas, foxies. Baval, Chaim, Shalom, Sol, Salam, Mir, Pache, Ubuntu's back and forth, tomato, countries, forth ever drinks, Namastes, Chinquays, Mercies, Chalish, Lines of Vogs, Sayonara's, Vidanyas, Cheerios and good days, and all the languages, all the heritage, and lands, and continents and beyonds, because space time is not on earth, so we can all says, let's it loves and lives every young longest, and prosper everyone's and all's, for heavens on the source, all our earths and planets in contact. And because we know this, that we are all created of ourselves, and because we are integrating into our ways of a lovings and a livings and a learnings, the ancient wisdom of the various epochs, anthropologically, loving and logically, especially Magellan, very lengthy, and of course Atlantis, also called as Rudy's, Atlantides, Pleiades, Thrace, Ubuntu, back and forth, Vedic, Druidics, and wars, so that we all becomes reborn nativities and always resist springs on the solar planets. And so we also call ourselves other names for all these nativities. We call ourselves co-white calf buffalo women, co-changing women, co-Iroquois, Iroquois goddess, clan goddess, we have co-sister casinos, co-cousins, brothers, and nieces and nephews of the clans and gens Royanas. We call ourselves co-skywinds, co-earth women's, co-spider women's, co-kachinas, co-katsinas. We call ourselves co-daganach, co-kalki, co-orishas and yumayas, co-dagalak, co-galki, co-alvishkasios, co-quangans buddhas, co-zarashans, co-messiahs, or co-cosmic Christ. Now don't let these names intimidate you in ancient languages. They simply translate to anointed. Anointed to do what? To reconnect the divine feminine and divine masculines via divine masculines, for heavens on this and all our earths, via divine democracies to contact. And so, therefore, we also call ourselves other names, such as always Christmases, always springs, and lots of seasons, always equinox, always balance, and we call ourselves co-New Year's, co-Tree New Times, co-Cupids, co-Psyches and Roses, co-Estelarians and co-Easterians, co-Easterians and co-Easterians, because we are combining the messages of Shushan, that is 50-50 promise fulfilled and delivered, with that of the Galilee, that is the Moguls and Nazarenes equally, all the females reparatively, and all the females and males equally reparatively, of the apostles' families, and connecting and communities, and connecting them to their ancient heritages, especially of Atlantis, also called THESZE Breedies, Atlantides Ladies, Thrice, Ubuntu, Back and Forth, Tomato, Leads, Force, Invaders, Druids, and more, so that we can call ourselves very real stargates, Atlantis, and all the Holy Lands, residents of reborns, nativities, and always risen springs, young adults, every young adult, and last that shall be first come first season, very real stargate, Star Trek, parody, put peace cultures, for heavens on this small earth. Now, it sounds like a daunting task to core curriculum to open the stargates in the Akashic records, but actually easily accomplished via the new millennial golden rule, which you can read at 50/50 now. WordPress.com and just extra read the 11 steps for easily accomplished strategies for making us on the so. You'll also see a page on the website called Among the Representatives. Use, and use, because use too shells against shells. Join us becoming Equinoxtrueqsz Co-Secretary General Special. You can see our names and pictures there, and read some. You can see we have our family trees, and we represent yours with picture fans, genealogically. We started first with our great grandmothers, and then all the Shekinahs and families, all the females, represented, and of course, all of our youngest generations of essential leadings are Elohim and Elohim, they're Eli circles and always females and males, and we'll say something again. You can see more and more there. We have a Juganasay, Queen Esther, and all the Iroquois, Scottish grandmothers, and more recently currently, Barbara Herschel, Lydia Sansa, and Virginia of the Luntring, and Lydia of the Luntring New Times, and of course, we have our Colette Cat Flufflin, Murderous Manpearl, and especially Ma Patricia Sunflowers, and Sophie and Olores, and Risiki Crickets, so loyalties, and especially our Ubuntu families. We have our Sismans, our Macy, our Graces, our Leon, Gaialas, Gorgies, the last word there, and of course our Tiffany and Zans, and we have our Alex families, our Bonnie, we have our Bonnies and Sylvia's, the last word there, our Solani families, Ellen's and Hannah's, last word there, and of course our Richard Twining, and Special Francis, Magdalene's and Nazarenes, our Venus and Ryans, Australia and Liberty, and Liberty and Australia, the last word there, and especially that's Harry Yoyan, Radiant Ray, Radiant Man, that's Harry Yoyan, includes, and Champion World Circles, Paradise Code, Jupiter, Jacqueline, Crush, Internet, Reserves, Marika, the Hot Program, all the gracious stories, Spirit, Dorothy, teaching, learnings, all lessons, how the Wizards of Oz that we all saw, with Malcolm and Shirley, and, of course, Leonie and Lynn and Jenny have got them, and Rachel of Time, Stargates families, Barbara and lots more, and happily use hopefully, Ken Shins, and Chelsea's and Jacob's Balance. We have our current generations of females, Esther's and Rachel's, and Emily's and Julia, Marie's EQUINOX, Barbara's and Dia's Divines, Jennifer's and lots more there, and of course our youngest generations. We have our Earth Centralese, all Centralese eaters. We have Roses Residents, Earth Centralese, April's and Residents, Rose Residents, Earth Centralese, all the Centralese eaters. We have our FIRSTCOFIRSHTC, the Sticks and the Skellies, so much bodies. We have our Elisa and Sherry, we have our Ladies, and especially Eagles, Vanessa Thalia, and Elizabeth Wesley, and Daniel Kerr. We have, and of course, Hadassah Bell, Leon Ross, Ben Shannon John's, Blessed Bells, and Mars are coming very arts, escalarians, always these stories, always one trade new times, also relatedly students, La Leche, Parity, not patriarchy, past, present, futures, everybody's blessing.